All right, guys, on this video, we're going to keep this simple. You can start putting this in your notes where it says translate phrases into mathematical expressions. We're eventually going to get into word problems. And when we read the word problems, it's real important that we're going to see certain key phrases. And in the beginning, we're going to underline them or circle them. And we're basically going to try to figure out do those key phrases, would they signify addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? So I'm just going to type these in. Addition, some key phrases that we can use if it ever says more than, right? If it says, I have 5 more than Jack, that means whatever Jack's quantity is, I add 5 to it. Let's see, more than if it says increased by, right? If you increase, you're going to add. If it flat out just says plus or add or added to, and that would mean addition. If you added two numbers, the result is called the sum. So if you ever see that, if it says, all right, the sum of two numbers is 10, well, you know when you add the two numbers, it has to equal 10. All right, now if I just go to subtraction, this will work here. Subtraction is the opposite or the inverse operation of addition. So I basically can take all those terms and I could just take the opposite of them for subtraction. So for addition, we had more than, so we could say we have less than for subtraction. Okay, we have increased by for addition, so we could say decreased by. I would also add this on here. I'll put less than, and another one they'll use a lot is they'll say fewer than. So if it says less than or fewer than or decreased by, you're taking away, so you're subtracting. Okay, and then for subtraction, you have plus for addition. This would be minus, or it could just say subtracted from. Right, that's real direct. And the result when you add two numbers is sum. The result when you subtract two numbers is called the difference. All right, so whenever we see these phrases, we should be thinking, all right, are we going to add when we set up our equation, or for today, it's at least just a mathematical expression, or are we going to subtract? Okay, we go to multiplication. When we do multiplication, oops, let's back up there. And we do multiplication, the one that we'll see most often is times. So it says, hey, 4 times an amount. You're going to multiply it by 4. There's not a whole lot for multiplication and division. One thing you'll see, it'll say double the amount of, or you could say twice the amount of. So if it says, I have double the amount of money that John has, I'm going to multiply it by 2. Or if it says triple the amount, then you're going to multiply it by 3. All right. And then the only other thing for multiplication, I'm always going to end with what the result's called after you multiply two numbers. That's called the product. So if I said the product of two numbers is 12, that means when you multiply two numbers, you're going to get 12. All right. Division, we're not really going to use division a whole lot. For division, we're just going to flat out say divided into. And the only other phrase that we use for division is quotient. So quotient is the result after you divide two numbers. All right. So you can look at all these phrases here, and we're going to try to pick these out and come up with an expression, a mathematical expression where we're going to have a variable in it, and we're going to have some of these operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. All right. So when we do this, let's move this up so I can fit it all on here. All right. Okay. So this says 8 more than a number. Let's see if I can draw on this. All right. So key phrases, I want to pick out the key phrases. Well, more than, that was like the first one that we came up with, and that is right above it. Let's get in this habit. I'm going to put addition. Now it says more than a number. I have no idea what that number is. It's an unknown. So I'm just going to put this as x. So if I just follow it, you can see I have 8 plus x. So that's my mathematical expression. Okay, when I look at number 2, it says 5 less than a number. Where has that number? Let's just put x above it. Now the key phrase here is less than. All right. Now this could be a little bit tricky. Whenever it's less than, you switch the order. So a lot of students would want to put 5 minus x. But if it says 5 less than a number, it means you're taking away 5 from that x. So this, it should be x minus 5. So I'll star that. Okay, whenever it says less than or fewer than, you switch the order. So you're taking away 5. Okay, for number 3, it says twice the amount of a number. Again, in your notes, if it ever says double the amount or twice the amount, that means we're multiplying. So this, I'll put a little dot. So I'm just multiplying the 2 and the x. So that's just 2x. Now, number 4, 4, 5, and 6, we're actually going to have a couple operations. So it says 3 more than double a number. So more than, that's a key phrase. That's addition. Now it says double. So that's going to be, it says double a number. So that's going to be 2x. And if I follow it, I'm just going to have 3 plus this 2x. So that was 2 operations I used there. I use addition and I use multiplication. Okay, the next one says 4 less than twice a number. All right, less than, I'm going to subtract. Remember, from number 2, I have to switch the order. So it says 4 less than twice a number. When we twice a number, we multiply it by 2. So this is 2x. Now you might think that you're putting 4 minus 2x, but remember less than, we switch the order. So we're going to switch this, and this is going to be 2x minus 4. Okay, for number 6, it says 3 times a number decreased by 6. So the key phrases, there's 2 key phrases, times. So put a dot there, we're going to multiply. Then it says decreased by 6. So that's where we're going to subtract 6. And I don't have to switch the order because it's basically saying you're subtracting 6. So 3 times a number, that number is x. So if I just follow it, right, that's 3x and then minus 6. All right. So we're just going to start slow. We're going to start with these phrases. We want to underline or circle those key phrases. And in that phrase, we're going to rewrite it as a mathematical expression that has an x in it and has either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division.